Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the 11th standard Botany, lesson 5, Taxonomy and Systematics, in which we are going to discuss some important questions. First question: where will you place the plants which contain two cotyledons with a cup-shaped thalamus? According to the Bentham-Hooker system of classification, the flow chart given, you see that in which the two cotyledons, that is means dicotyledons, that comes under the class dicotyledone. Then this is cup-shaped thalamus, this comes under the subclass polypetalae. Likewise, see then the series caliciflorae. This is a best classification for this. This is polypetalae. Likewise, the class dicotyledone. This is a systematic position of this the given question. Next, write the difference between taxonomy and systematics. The taxonomy means discipline of classifying organisms into taxa. You have to classify each and every taxa into several classes. Like systematic means broad field of biology that studies diversification of species. Likewise, in taxonomy, the second point governs the practice of naming. Likewise, describing, identifying and specimen preservation. These are comes under this taxonomy. Here, systematics governs the evolutionary history and phylogenetic relationships in addition to taxonomies. Here, it additions some characters also taken to the consideration, that is evolutionary history and also the phylogenetic relations of the species. That is the most advanced system. Next, third, taxonomy deals with the classification and nomenclature. That's equal to taxonomy. Here, systematics includes taxonomy plus phylogeny. That's equals to systematics. These are the major difference between these two. Next, what is known as binomial nomenclature? Binomial nomenclature was first introduced by Gaspard Bauhin, but it was implemented by Carolus Linnaeus in his book Genera Species Plantarum. Like that, in his book he implemented this binomial nomenclature for all the species. Scientific name of the species consists of two words. Each and every species consists of two words according to the binomial. In the first name is called genus name and the second one is specific epithet. So, for example, Mangifera indica. This is a binomial name of mango, in which the first word, the Mangifera, refers to that genus name and the indica is the specific epithet. This is the binomial system of nomenclature. Likewise, polynomial system of nomenclature also there. Next, author citation. Define author citation. This is refers to the valid name of the taxa accompanied by the author's name, who published the name validly. Who first coined the name term for the any species. His abbreviated forms comes at the end of the binomial nomenclature. Binomial name of the particular species. Say for example, Solanum nigrum, first described and named by Carolus Linnaeus. So there are abbreviated form L given after the binomial name. These are the two types of citations are there. Single author. Likewise, you see that the multiple authors. Okay. Anyhow, anyone who first refer the valid name for the taxa, his names comes at the end of the binomial nomenclature. You have to write at the end of that the abbreviated form, like lineage means L. So what is known as taxonomic aids? Taxonomic aids are the tools for the taxonomic study. Some techniques, produces and stored information that are useful in identification and classification of organisms are called taxonomic aids. There are some tools used for the identification, like classification of species. What are the tools you are using? That and are considered as a taxonomic aids. Write the principles of ICN, International Code of Nomenclature. The principles of International Code of Nomenclature. There are the 6 principles given here. First one, this botanical nomenclature is independent of zoological and bacteriological nomenclature. Second principle, applications of names of taxonomic group is determined by means of nomenclatural types only. Likewise, nomenclature of a taxonomic group is based on priority of publications. The fourth one, each taxonomic group with a particular circumscriptions, positions and rank can be pair only one correct name. You have to give only one name for that. That also based on some important evolutionary characters, some belongs to some characters only. That should be a correct name. Scientific names of the taxonomic groups are treated as Latin regardless of their derivations. First you have to write that in Latin only. The rules of nomenclatures are interactive unless expressly limited. These are the 6 principles of ICN. How will you distinguish Solanaceae members from Liliaceae members? For that you have to write the difference between these two family right from the root or habitat, right from the habitat to the seed. So for example, all the family characters are described by several headings, each and every characters. First character, habit. What type of habit it belongs to, like that. Solanaceae means it is a mostly perennial herb, like that. The root means whether it is tap root or fibrous root, like that. Stem means what type of stem, erect or weak or a climber, like that you got right. Leaf means type of leaf you got right, like that. Inflorescence type, floral characters. First floral characters, whether it is a bracteate or bracteolate, ebracteolate, like that. A bisexual or a pentamerous or a, likewise you have to write that whether it is superior or inferior, you have to write these characters, you have to compare these. Likewise calyx, corolla, andrecium, gynoecium and fruit and seed. These are the characters you have to distinguish both the Solanaceae and Liliaceae also. These are the Liliaceae. You have to write the differences right from the habit up to seed, fruit and seed. Got it? Just put a tabular column and write it like this. Here these are the habit, flower, right, andrecium, gynoecium, everything is given here.